2012, a game-changer year in so many ways, especially for all of us here at GMA. And take a look at the groundbreaking moments of an unforgettable year. We are live on the 100th floor.
Are you still opposed to same-sex marriage?
The National Guard went in to set up some supply stations.
That building in total darkness.
There's the picture on the Times.
All our hearts are broken. Over 20 little children, more adults, dead after the worst shooting ever at a grade school.
As a country, we have been through this too many times.
Do you worry about going back to school?
Yeah.
Whether it's an elementary school in Newton or a shopping mall in Oregon or a temple in Wisconsin or a movie theater in Aurora.
What's the hardest part?
Just that someone would murder so many people.
These neighborhoods are our neighborhoods, and these children are our children.
It is so difficult to find the right words after seeing how much this community has lost.
We're grieving with you.
I appreciate it.
These tragedies must end, and to end them, we must change.
Our extreme weather team is all across the storm zones. As you go through this part of Harrisburg, this is what you see, just like pieces of wallboard. And it's all gone.
In front of what was the high school.
Let's get right to the latest on Tropical Storm Isaac.
It's beginning to just shred this area with damage.
The rain here in Pass Christian is absolutely relentless.
What looks to be forming here could be a future tropical system.
This is nothing to play with.
We need folks to be prepared.
And this storm is monster-sized. Sandy is a superstorm.
20-foot seas, the water swamping up around us.
The storm surge could be as high as 17.5 feet.
It's been absolutely relentless.
Huge waves crashing up and over. Did you see that one?
There's no wall.
This 1,000-foot-high steel crane was blown into a backflip.
This is the underpass that goes to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
The Hudson breached last night.
All of this came with the water down the stairs?
Absolutely.
One of the gurneys going by, that's a patient that's been taken out of the hospital.
That's Belmar, New Jersey. And that's where the boardwalk should be.
We're gonna die. We're gonna freeze.
The worst fire in New York City history.
As you can see, apartment building after apartment building, all completely dark.
It's pretty dangerous driving with all the wires down.
I don't give a damn about Election Day. It doesn't matter a lick to me.
It's your voice, your vote.
I need your vote.
I need your vote.
It is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
You're falling further behind. Why aren't you doing better?
Well, I'm doing well. I'm virtually tied in the polls.
George is down there in Tampa for the RNC.
A day late because of Hurricane Isaac.
I've got Mr. Obama sitting here. What do you mean, shut up?
There are 47% of the people who vote for the president no matter what.
If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down.
Are you trying to say that if you just took out the word legitimate, that then the sentence would be true?
No, I was medically wrong. What's going to happen with the fiscal cliff?
We're going to turn now to the fiscal cliff.
The looming
So-called
fiscal cliff. I would like to move on to a very simple question. I know you're under a lot of duress.
I love Big Bird.
It's a bunch of malarkey.
We also have fewer horses and bayonets.
They brought us whole binders full of women.
I love you, women!
I'm tired of Barack Obama and Mitt Romney.
It's almost over, Abby.
Our whole team will be out in force all day, all night long as the votes come in.
We are projecting the battleground state of Ohio for President Barack Obama.
I return to the White House more determined and more inspired than ever.
Good morning from the very windy deck of the USS Sterrett.
Do not come
What
near.
is your message? What is
My
your
message is do not come near to us. Stop.
It is a very bad morning here in Sana'a, Yemen.
So we've crossed through this fence, which is the entrance to Syria.
The U.S. Ambassador to Libya, J. Christopher Stevens, has been killed.
20 gun-wielding attackers storming the American consulate in Benghazi.
The Middle East on the brink this morning.
This is the first such Israeli-Palestinian conflict since the Arab Spring. growing nationwide outrage over the shooting death of an unarmed Florida teen.
That stunning video reveals something critical about Zimmerman.
If I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon.
George Zimmerman behind bars this morning. What are you feeling?
We have a sense of peace right now.
Cruise ship disaster developing off the Tuscan coast in Italy.
Captain Francesco Scatino under house arrest.
What would you like to say to that captain this morning?
What a coward you are.
45 guilty counts.
Didn't you have a moral obligation?
At the time when I heard the term horseplay and asked if there was anything more than that, and the answer was no, I didn't think of anything more than that.
There is no one else responsible.
Was there anything more you needed to hear from the prosecutors?
I felt like the evidence just wasn't there.
CIA Director David Petraeus forced to resign.
The explosive affair that has rocked Washington.
The woman at the heart of the investigation.
So let's do this.
Facebook will start trading under the symbol FB.
So you don't think anything of the essence of the company is going to change at all? Well, it's our job not to.
Epic fail on Wall Street.
What?
The director and narrator of the viral sensation Coney 2012.
Rampaging and incoherent.
Brand new doping charges.
Banning him for life, saying, quote, there is no place in cycling for Lance Armstrong.
So off you go, Whitney. Off you go.
Burn it, I'm a sheriff and I got my duty to do.
It's one small step for man.
And America's first woman astronaut.
I'm Mike Wallace.
One of the giants of television journalism died at the age of 93.
Coming to you live from Times Square, New York City. We wish you love, peace, and soul.
Just to get celebrating this morning, Sherman Hemsley.
Now we're up in the big league. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 'Cause we're moving on up.
Hey, everybody, let's do some pop news, shall we?
Lightning fast divorce deal for Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes.
Real life drama for Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson.
Is that the way you handle all of this craziness?
I've never been interested in trying to sell my personal life.
Just keep me on set. Safer that way.
Lindsay Lohan, she was arrested here in New York.
He put a ring on it.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie make it official.
Is Justin romantic, or is he more of the most cold, icy, fishy kind of a guy? Is he like that? I gotta talk to him. He asked her to be his bride.
You have my heart instead.
Adele's stunning performance, her first since coming back from that throat surgery. Superstar singer has parted ways with Connor Kennedy.
There's nothing wrong with the summer romance.
Right.
And he's got to finish high school.
Yes.
It's okay. Her 14-month marriage to Russell Brand is over.
A lot of heartbreak to cover.
I wouldn't dedicate a whole record to that.
It's Powerball Fever on GMA.
What are you guys going to do with the money?
Share with you.
Split it.
Thank you.
I'm not sharing it with you.
Wow.
Anybody hear about this little book? 50 Shades of Grey.
No.
What's next for you?
Preferably a beach with a very large cocktail.
You did read it. You read it.
No, we've talked about it week after week after week.
The biggest party on the planet, they're saying. Of course, our Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Here's to the Queen.
The Queen. This is the culmination of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Incredible pageantry.
What a welcome for Queen Elizabeth. Boy, what happened in Vegas did not stay in Vegas,
Did not stay in Vegas at all.
It's just Harry being Harry.
The royal heir is on the way.
Folks cheering and giving us thumbs up as they pass Buckingham Palace.
Faster, higher, stronger. It's the stadium, the site of the opening ceremonies.
Team gold for the U.S. women in gymnastics.
She is on the cover of just about every paper here.
How not impressed were you in that moment?
It's really funny, and we've all had some good laughs with it.
What a jump into history by Felix Baumgartner.
You must have been afraid.
Well, I was.
Take a look at Niagara Falls once again, because we're just hours away.
It's where Nick Walenda is going to start his walk tonight. Take a look at this mist. This is the thickest. Nick Walenda walking his way into history.
I forgot about that little jig by Nicolenda there.
Yeah, that was, what an amazing year in stories.
You know, and it's so impressive every single year. I can't believe it. We have this. It takes a village to compress a year into about 9.5 minutes right there. We want to thank everyone who worked on this, including the producers, Sabrina Peduto, Matt Knox, editors Daniel Paul, Dave Noguerdo, Petrello, and Jerry Mahoney. There were some of them right there, and they did such a fantastic job. Thank you very much.